What's this? This one's probably. Oh, just in time. Oh no. So, honestly, all four of these are probably really good for the midweek thing. Azula will be the fifth one. Hmm. Whenever another non-token creature. Okay. That's not real. I don't really have a... Oh, I haven't played this yet. But against only Avatar commanders? I don't know. Yeah, the midweek thing. I don't... Wait, what band... Combo. What's the combo with this thing? What does cloning it do? What does that even do? It doesn't really do anything, right? You can only realistically do it with, like, Spark Double. Oh, I remember this card. So this card works. But I don't have it, and I really don't want to craft it. So, copy of another creature, except it has the legend rule thing. I don't want to craft this. I don't know. I mean, it's a no. I really just don't want to craft it. There's no way. There's no way around it. My chair is squeaking. This works too. Maybe this one because it's a land. Helm of the Host? Do I even own Kaito? Oh, it's blue and black. Alright, for the 5th time in a row, ephemerate effects. Maybe can actually use Airbender Ascension for once. I guess a Buello. Oh yeah, Flicker Wisp. surprised I don't have Restoration Angel, actually. Hmm. You can technically just throw Mana Dorks into play. That's not too bad, actually. Oh, wait, no. Noble Hierarch. Oh, this is a really good one, too, actually. So, 4. Exactly 4. This might be an actual Surveil deck for once. What's the double ETB ally? So this is just a 3-mana roaming throw? I like that. I like a 3-mana roaming throw. I've been given fake cards in chat. Oh no. Yeah, we only have one. There's only like one ally. Alright. It's not really a surprise. Honestly, I'm surprised there's even more than one, actually. Oh, Chain of the Rocks. Can never forget Chain of the Rocks. I gotta play that more. Adeline is a card. Sort of. Maybe not really. Boromir's a nice hit. Skyclave Apparition? Probably Solitude. I kind of like Tails End. Hard to turn down Flare. Chain to the Rocks is a white card. What are you talking about? Yeah, Flare. Oh. Oh. Oh, there's also Pock is actually a 4-drop. I don't have a good Defense of the Heart. That's subject to change. This is technically a 4-mana card. And so is Ice Till. Kind of like Ice Till, I think. I don't know what you guys are talking about. You need a planes to cast chain to the rocks. I don't know where we're... I don't know what's going on. You may have this enter as a copy, except its name is Vazin. Does that change? Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, I guess it works. In a odd way. How have I never played with Flicker Wisp? Wow. That seems... weird. Okay, so another 4 creature. I find it funny this is a mythic. It kind of feels like a mythic, but it also kind of doesn't. Did I put Helm of the Host in here? Helm of the Host does actually work, okay. Oh, what about this? It's alright. It's alright. I don't know if I have enough lamb cards for this, but I mean, it's still really good. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Let's see. 15. Kinda not really. Kinda not really. What about Broodmoth? This flies though, doesn't it? Ah, it does. Well, I couldn't find it last time. So you need to give me a real name. Oh, whoops, I'm looking at specifically 4s. This is the 3/3 Flicker Wisp. Probably worse than Core Skyfisher, though. You could just play Core Skyfisher. Or both, honestly. I don't think I like this that much. Geoper. This was in the Sahili Cat Felidar Guardian deck, wasn't it? Maybe it wasn't. No, that's not possible. This is way later in the future. It's like 10 years. Wait a minute. This is a... Yeah, this is a Kaladesh angel, because they have 4 arms. Well, Geoper is a Kaladesh place. Huh. That's a weird one. Sure. Throw it in. Throw it in the pile. Throw it in the pile. Alright, we're burning all our resources, and it's all your guys' fault. Let's just not play Boromir. I'm just not going to play Boromir. Alright, this seems like a solid enough start. It's, yet again, another flicker kind of commander. so it's kind of funny that way. Agatha's called? No. So Aang, Bant, 5-mana 3/3 flyer. When it enters, you get like a weird collected company. You look at the top 5, you put a creature with 4 or less into play, and the rest go to the bottom. It's only 1, it's not 2. And then when any creature leaves, any creature but this one, leaves the battlefield, it doesn't have to die, so you can exile it, pick it up, flicker it. You flip this. It doesn't really flip into anything that I care about. I'm not at all impressed with what this flips into. I like the earthbending thing, kind of, but I'm not going to play into that. The vigilance on your lands is cool, I guess. It's only earthbend 2. You're making 2/2s at a point in the game where I don't think they matter much anymore. But the idea here is to just sort of do almost the same thing as Garuda, except probably worse than Garuda, because it's just not Garuda. I don't know. But it's cool. You can clone it. Some clones come in as non-legendaries, or the legendary clause is irrelevant, like Spark Double. If you copy Spark Double with a different clone, all of those ones are not legendary as well, because the Spark Double's not legendary. So if you get Spark Double and then you start cloning it, you can actually keep all of your Aangs in play. They're just 3/3 flyers, though. Not the most exciting or scary thing, but I guess they do actually fly. I'm not super keen on making an army of Aangs. There's certain, there's some cards that let you do that, like the Mirror Box thing, and again, Spark Double effects specifically, but we're not cloning something that I'm super impressed with cloning if I were to have 20 copies of it. Also, if your clones flip, it gets really weird. Earthbending all your lands is not too bad because they don't go away forever. It makes earthbending an actual thing as opposed to just actively bad. This is essentially another copy of Roaming Throne, because it's an ally. It's literally Roaming Throne, except it's forced to name ally. So why not, right? It's just 3-mana ally. Flicker effects. I've somehow never actually played with Flicker Wisp ever in Historic Brawl. I'm not sure why. Maybe I just forgot it existed or something. I don't know. But it's just one of those cards that does the thing. Yep. Let's see what happens. Oh, this is the midweek event, so it's only against other Avatar commanders, which is where I feel comfortable playing slightly, in my estimation, weaker commanders. Containment Priest? It doesn't exile a land. Earthbending doesn't remove the land from play. It does when it dies and comes back, but it doesn't come back as a creature. I don't know how Containment Priest reads. I think it's only creatures, so it should work fine. Okay, well, I mean, sure. I did add every mana deck in here, right? Mana dork. Mana deck in the dork. Skyclave. It's a card. It can do stuff. It has text on it. I was thinking about playing Shrines again today, but nah, I'm not gonna do that. But today would be the day for it. Let's be honest. Today would be the day. I'm gonna Seek New Knowledge away, probably Momentary Blink. Probably. Okay. You can keep doing this, or no? Oh, you can. They did actually decide to do it. which is interesting. I'm not sure what that's about. Defense is a really good card against this deck, but unfortunately not... My deck isn't like... I didn't really put good defense targets, so it's not that great. Speaking of not great, this is all getting kind of grim here. Let's get this. I don't need the Triome. I need another land. Okay, there's a land. I can ephemerate my Skyclave, or actually I can ephemerate anything I want. I don't think my opponent has to be concerned about anything, but they do not cast their commander. They cast probably the best ally in Magic Arena, in my opinion at least. If they did this in the opposite order, oh no, never mind. No. Alright, so... There's a lot of merit in just casting this and then ephemerating it. I think I would rather do that and just build up resources and go for my avatar later. I shocked myself to make Wash Away a thing. Alright, they don't respect Wash Away. They have Menace. I can't block them anyways. So, if I do this, I'm doing this. I don't care. I'm doing this. This is just like resource central, so. Yeah, it's just like an insane amount of resources to do that. Let's take out the commander. And I have 4 mana left. I'll just leave up Flare of Denial and Felia. Evolving Wilds? Wow. Fair enough. Starfield Vocalist? Is that the Bard? Can't remember what it does. Oh, it's just like Bran Bronzebeard from Hearthstone, right? Doubles your ETVs. It's better than Roaming Throne, though? Don't they do the same thing? Except one technically has Warp. I'm almost inclined to counter this, but I'm convinced I don't have to. What did they discard? Okay. I could have countered it. I feel like I'm just not concerned about that. I can just counter what they draw instead and whatnot. And also still maybe leave up Felia. Destroy target artifact or land. Searches. By all means. By all means. And then I... Restoration Angel? They don't swing with the 2-2. Tragic. No, we could just take 4 and then just start winning with Felia. Let's untap. I have so much mana. Let's do this. Let's get rid of you and you. Play fetch land. Let's swing. This is a very good trade. That is the best ally in my opinion. So I'll get rid of it. I don't want to commit my commander. So let's just play this slow game. Like, I don't have to commit my commander here. I'm just ahead. It's not a ton of value in play, but still. And they'll probably concede when I cast this. Yep, I figured as much. They're just going to concede if I cast a counterspell, so there's no reason to play my commander. It would get rid of these lands, but I already have a fetch land anyways. Defense of the Heart, looking weird, maybe. Usually you play it when you would win with it. I don't think I have a game-winning pair in my deck. Though, to be fair, there are certainly solid options to find anyways. I don't need, like, Emrakul. Oh no, the partner zone's back. So, yeah, what's the name of it? It's just a bard. You could just play that instead of Defense of the Heart. Razor Demon is Abzan. I think that's the only thing I'm going to change, yeah. Solemn Simulacrum is neat. It doesn't ever leave the battlefield, it just has to die, right? Yeah, that's not as cool. the other one, the new one, is like just crazy. It's just kind of nuts. I should expect this matchup a lot because it's only Avatar commanders. Maybe I can play stuff like Farewell Cleansing Nova just because I'm in this specific meta thing. Also, where are all of my mana dorks? What is going on? Let's get something at least white. White, green, blue, white. Pock is a good one. It's fine, I guess. Play that. I'm gonna just play this as a tap land. Yeah, we're just gonna rip that band-aid off right now. You started in Dominaria. So... nothing. Alright. Sanctum is annoying. I don't have heavy pressure. Greater Auramancy. That doesn't have any pertinence on me. They should have Expedition mapped for land, in my opinion. I think that would have just been better. Now they have to interact with Mythweaver Clock on their own turn. And at least I think they do. Which makes it hard to crack the map. Or we could just top deck a land, that works too. So, tapped. The copy also tapped. And play this. Wait, non-land permanent controller target. Maybe I should just chill with that card for a second. Might just be passing. Alright, if I knew they were going to do this, I could have went to combat first. No, I'm not respecting anything, but I'm still countering my opponent's card. No, I'm not. They get Cavern of Souls. Can they still cast it? Yes. I would assume they get Cavern. No. Alright, they get the World Tree. So they're doing some other stuff. Opponent is busy doing other things. Interesting. It is a Greater Auramancy Truther, though. I've talked at great length about this card. They get a Mountain, sure. I forgot this wasn't a Bant deck, actually. I forgot it. I spaced it. Having played it for 20 hours, I already forgot. Oh, it's a White Lotus Truther, I see. Alright. Doesn't windmill slam the commander. Do I play around this? Nah, let's just tempo. I'm gonna tempo that. Oh. Okay. Sure. I mean, Pock is a thing in play. It's a lot of damage. I don't have another land, though. My hand is kind of interesting. It's also a bit clunky. Alright. Sure. If I knew they were going to concede every time, I'd just snap it off every time. I don't know. You got it. Hey, we have a ramp spell. Look at that. I don't think I've seen a mana dork. It's kind of weird. I don't think I've seen a single mana dork. When this dies, seek a blah blah, or it's not Ragavan, who cares? I don't have to read it. Land is fine. Could just die before I get to play the game here. It's looking like that's what's happening. Let's do island. Blue green? Blue white. That is not what I'm looking for. So counterspell into Solitude feels decent. Can we not have a perfect curve, please? Alright, technically not perfect. Flare is another card, so we're going to play this tapped. We're going to pass. And we're going to, like, counterspell Solitude Flare, or some combination of the sort. And hope it's good enough. I will counter any card you cast. That has haste. A little bit of a oopsie doopsie there. Okay, so now we cast Solitude. Inside combat, ideally. Sure. Well, this is all ugly. I guess I'm blocking a 1/1. Those are all ugly options, huh? That's funny. Alright, so we're in a clone Solitude plan. I don't know if I've ever done that. I really want to play this as a land, I'm not going to lie. Let's just do this. We have 5 mana? So we can leave up Counterspell? Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah, I'm playing this as a land. As another Solitude is also okay, I guess. They can still swing. Their cards have text on them. Alright, they're over it. They could genuinely swing here. Both creatures are kind of hard to... I mean, I can't block this one, really. And this one draws a card. So these two could swing, in my opinion. Maybe this one stays back as a blocker. But yeah, I mean, we got there. They didn't destroy us before we got there, so cool. Let it be known, I have not actually cast my commander yet. I've won every game, still haven't cast it. Also, still haven't played like a Llanowar Elves. This is a weird day so far. A weird set. Our deck is working, but in the way without the cards I want in my hand every game. It's so weird. It's weird. Everything's weird. Discard? No. Shambies. Alright. What does this actually do? Attack. Sack creature. Red. Okay, so 4-mana Sephiroth, but doesn't draw. Exile. Without paying. Alright. That's pretty scary. I know, I have to actually cast it, but I haven't found a window to cast it. Not really. I mean, I guess I kind of had windows. Alright, seek new knowledge. I need you to do something. Turn these 2 cards into something else. Oh, I love this card so much. It's one of my favorite alchemy cards. I love it. It's like Lamb Essence whatever, and also whatever the seek card is that like you put one away and shuffle the other 2 or something like that. So no double white. Brainstorm? What if I Alright. I don't like my situation anymore. Let's get rid of you and you. It's a pretty bad brainstorm, honestly. This has to get a white source, so... Alright. Yeah, I don't like this. Oh no, I meant to get Temple Garden. Oh no, I meant to get Temple Garden. I was supposed to cast Avacyn's Pilgrim. Alright, I took 2 damage, I shouldn't have. Doesn't this make hasting threats? Why did they... Oh, no, it doesn't. So, Skyclave the Chandra? And then play the card I should have played last turn? It's actually kind of a huge blowout that I didn't get Temple Garden here. This is not looking good. Okay, looks like we survived. So, let's cast Charming Prince, because it's sorcery speed. Exile this. I want to get rid of Burgi. Let's play land and leave up Restoration Angel. Yep. I could get rid of the... Yeah, we should get rid of Key, because they kept the card. They kept the card. I should get rid of this. Could be the only way to cast it, so... I was supposed to do that differently, huh? Yeah. I was supposed to block the 3/3. What am I doing right now? What am I actually doing? I'm just throwing. I should have blocked the 3/3 of the Restoration Angel. What am I doing? That is a 5/5. Alright, we have problems now. Well, I mean, we've had problems, but... Let's cast our commander for the first time. Soul Herder. And... let's flicker the commander? Oh, I guess I could have actually flickered Restoration Angel. Oh! Popping off? Oh, we're popping off! Alright, we did... I think we got every clone in the deck all on the top, so that's not a realistic outcome. But it's the outcome we got. My opponent's goofy fish is overlapping one of my Aangs. They do not swing, so bone spaghetti is a problem. But we now have... Oh, we can copy black mark. No, that's very dumb. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's do this on the Skyclave to get rid of the black market. Let's flicker this, which comes back as that. 5 trillion triggers. Life is good. Oh, yes! So I cast my commander and suddenly it became self-aware. I lost track of what was even happening. What was all of this? What are all... Whenever creature... Oh, they're all just gonna flip. Which I kind of almost don't want to have happen. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Bone Horde is kind of stonewalling me. They're not quite dead. This is still a huge issue my opponent probably doesn't have a long-term solution to, though. This 3/3 should be dead as well. Alright, well, that just happened. Okay. Just explode it. Just explode it. To be fair, I needed specifically one of the Aangs that says no legendary. I just kind of high-rolled there, I'm not gonna lie. I hit like every single clone in my deck because I'm not running that many. I sort of high-rolled into Oblivion. Like super high-rolled. I'm not gonna keep that. I'll keep this though. Yeah, clones don't have a backside. Unless they're like a duplicate alchemy thing or whatever. I forgot about Ponder Preordain. Sure there's room for those cards. There's always room for those cards, right? Blue-white. Soul Herder is a card. Let's play that. I will never Cloud Shift Delighted Halfling under any circumstance, including them killing it. Okay, they did not kill it. Alright, Avatar, you're in. Get in there. They can Lightning Bolt it. No, no. Alright. There we go. More of an expected outcome. This has what? Ward 2? Wow, they actually let me untap. Kinda crazy. Huh. Alright, well, I'm gonna take that opportunity to cast Soul Herder and see what happens. Swing for 5. Opponent's playing Reliquary Tower. It's interesting. They didn't interact with this. Roaming Throne, ally. I should name human. Okay. Command zone? Okay. Submit nothing. Very strange. Yeah, I was saying this is just Bant Garuda. Well, I mean, they didn't permanently deal with this. This is just a thing that's going to happen. Oh, there we go. Give me a few more of these. Oh, hey, look, another one. Oh. Birds of Paradise. Alright, like, it looks like we have too much value. Oh, no. Ooh, man, that's gross. Alright, so we do 2 more, and then this actually is complete, and then it's on your end step. So I have another 2 triggers because the Roaming Throne. Oh no, I have 2 more. I have 4 more because of the Soul Herder. I have 4 more Aang triggers on my end step. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh my. My oh my. My oh my oh my. Alright. Okay. Why? Why? Ugh, whatever, partner zone. I do not have a Boreal Grazer or Kami, so I could probably get rid of Flare of Cultivation, or just add Grazer Kami. Let's get rid of Flare and go that route instead. So let's to think about. Could just run Rampant Growth or something instead. Or, honestly, just run a fuel tank. No. Aang can find it, and it also does what I need it to do, so. Which is tap for mana. Every time I copy one that's specific, I'm running clones that remove legendary clause. Yeah, I'd probably scoop there too if there's no answer. They probably just don't have an answer to an army of 3/3s. So, but again, it's not like all you need is an Anger of Gods, and then I'm back to square zero. Let's replace the... yeah, I'm going to replace Lamb with something else, I think. It's still just so good, though. The Haro creatures? Why specifically those? Could get rid of Scute Swarm, honestly. I did take out Flare. There's not a lot of land triggers except my normal lands. Yeah, let's take out Scute Swarm. No, I don't like Mirror Box. The Frog? The blue-green one? Well, this one does what I want to do. Oh, it also costs 4. Whoop. That's a bit slow. Yeah. The Visa? That's the... I guess it makes a land when it shows up. And then when you attack, you make land rampant growth. So I don't know about that, actually. Probably not. Maybe it's better than Helm. I haven't found a Helm spot. You try that. I still explore without Scoot Swarm. Still have Pock. I still just like Ice Till Explorer. It's just a good card. Although it could just be... Forgot we're the best color in the format. We can play green cards. I can play Green Sun Zenith. Really, there's not a lot of Green Sun Zenith targets. There is this, though. Like, Green Sun Zenith is another copy of Roaming Throne, right? 4-mana Roaming Throne. It's hard to ever... It's also a 2-mana ramp spell. So it's a 4-mana Roaming Throne. It's a 2-mana ramp spell. Or ramp spell at 2 mana. Roaming Throne at 4 mana. Pocket 5, I guess. Or this random thing or something. It's probably good enough. I don't like Virtue of Knowledge. Panharmonicon is another one, though, right? It's just another Roaming Throne? Wait, is it? Yeah. I'm alright with that, I guess. Well, I mean, not really, right? What is the 2-mana spell? Copy target activator trigger ability. Sometimes, I guess. Sometimes. I'm not a fan of it, though. I think I have enough blue cards for Flare. Let's not play Glamour. It's kind of the clunky one. Oh, it's the Blood Moon one. I wonder if it runs the actual Blood Moon cards. It probably does, right? So, no, I'm not keeping that. Where are the green 1-drops? What is happening? This is very strange. Very strange. I have all basics, so I can't get screwed. I'll try that. Why not? I'm not going to lead with... Well, I could have led with planes, actually. Could have just led with planes there. But I didn't. They do just windmill slam their commander. Non-basics enter tapped. I'm still dealing with the Soulscar Mage. I feel not super threatened by my opponent's thing there. I should shuffle if I want a Surveil land. So yeah, alright, we're going to do this now. Get an island so we're never screwed, and then we can just get blue-white fetch land. No, Surveil land. You know what I mean. Looking for that 5th land. Can get rid of that card, I think. I'm curious if I warp the Simulacrum or not. I probably don't, because it is just an annoying card chilling in play, and there's probably not a spot in this game where I'll cast it again, so I should just play it as a 2-1. I think that logic tracks. Unless, of course, it doesn't. Recast. Yep. Wish that wasn't tapped. Alright, so the land I find is tapped because of their commander, right? Non-basic lands enter tap. Yeah, so I can't cast Get Lost. Or I also cannot cast Ephemerate. Suppose it's not that big of a deal, but it is notable that I cannot do that, so... Let's block that and that. Charming Prince? We can just respin, right? No. What if I just copied this and gained 3 life? Hold on. We have lines. You can just gain 3 life. That's reasonable, right? A 2/2 or 3/3 are functionally the same here. Oh, love to see this. Love to see this. Could gain 6 life. These are humans as well. But I don't know how I don't just do all of this. Oh, hey, it's Restoration Angel. Let's copy... This is actually a clone, so I can show up as my commander. This is ridiculous. Oh. Oh, they're not done. My opponent has not seen their fill of this yet. Do 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 do. Also, this is just immediately online. Oh, hey, it's the Bard. Just in time. Okay, well, good luck, opponent. It's ridiculous. It just becomes self-aware. You know, it's like a computer program. You turn it on, and then it's hard to turn it off. Look at this. This is just nuts. This is insane. Oh my goodness. I wasn't even done either. I wasn't done. I wasn't even close to being done. I had a bunch of end step triggers still. I could have actually displacered first. Did I have a mana dork that like could tap right now? No. Oh my goodness. Alright, well. That just happened again. It just explodes. It just completely explodes. Oh man. It's just ridiculous. No, Solitude's too good. I'm not taking. I wouldn't take that out. Oh, that's a pretty honest card. I like that. I like that. Green blue or green white? Green white? Green blue is interesting as well. I'm gonna not go that route. Please kill this Llanowar Elves instead of Wayfarer's Bauble. Alright, not quite what I want. Let's do that. What does this actually do? Mill? Land cards? It only mills one. If it's a land, it goes to your hand. You gain 2 life if it's a lesson. Very strange. They're neglecting the... what I would argue is the best thing to do in this spot, which is just get a land with this card. They're doing other things instead. Interesting. They did hit a land. Look at that. It doesn't go into play, though, so... I don't know if I'm going to cast my commander here. I could just chill. They're not going into 5 mana, though. Okay, they're not going into 5 mana, so we can do this. Let's copy... Ugh. Alright, fine, I'll copy my commander. I'll keep the... clone? Oh, I didn't keep the clone. I'm an idiot. Never mind. Honestly, it's not too big of a deal, but... Oh, hey, we get to flip our commander. Look at that. Worked out. Forgot that was even part of the text box. Is this a blue card still? I don't think it is it? I can't flare anymore. Another reason I wouldn't want this to flip. I can't sack it to flares. Pretty sure it's colorless. Man, it just does nothing on the backside at all. They hit twice with this. Look at that. Look at that. Again, it doesn't go into play, though, so... I don't think there's an attack. Are there creatures in the graveyard? There's one. Okay. Does it untap the land? Nope. I will swing with the land and have it die. Because if they block with ooze and eat this, that means they didn't sack the lander token, which I think should have happened on turn 2. So, could just play this first, actually. What if I just played this card? Let's think about this. Alright, I've thought about it. I'm going into combat. Who knows, maybe they don't block it at all. I've never earthbended a fetch land before. I don't think I have. Maybe I have? I don't think I have though. It's kinda cool. It can continuously do it as well. Because that's how Aang reads. Let's go to planes. Alright, that was neat. Let's cast this on our commander so I can get the good side back. I think that's reasonable. Honestly, I could blink the simulacrum as well, but this is more interesting. This is a 4/4. What could you possibly have that wasn't cast pre-combat? Okay, apparently nothing. Decline, and then just run out blue. Play this. Leave out counterspell. Double counterspell now, actually. I'm not gonna crew the space land. It doesn't really do anything. Well, any of the Bant ones, in my opinion, don't. Like, I don't need a Gaia's Cradle for any reason. It's probably the right one of these. No, let's just get another blue source in play. Yeah, that shores up annoying things. Alright, sure. Hawk is just a big old stat stick. Pock will animate or duplicate the Sot land. Alright, do we win? They haven't given up. Hey, I found a land for Pock that's not the thing. Alright, I don't think it's humanly possible for my opponent to win it at this point anymore, so... It would take a Christmas miracle. Probably has to have Cavernous Souls to boot. Oh, they just didn't block. Alright, they committed Sudoku. That works as well. Neat. Yep. I didn't explode with Aang that game. I actually flipped it and got an extra land from the fetch land. That's pretty neat. But for some reason I thought it was still going to animate a land, even though I flipped it back over for Pock. I don't know why I thought that, but it wouldn't matter really either way. And I guess it did work out that I kept the real one and binned this with the legend rule. But I could just have recast this. The game would have been slightly different, but yeah, it would have been ever so slightly different, I guess. Yeah, something has to stop my reign of tyranny. Just haven't seen it yet. I have not seen Azula. Not yet, at least. Wait, what is this? I read it twice and still didn't read it. Oh, it's the 4-mana Adeline. That's what it is. Hey, I actually have the green 1-drops. Oh my goodly goodness. We did it. I think I lead with Burgeoning, because why would you not lead with Burgeoning? Land is fine. Land is good. A Johnny's Pride Maid? Oh, no, I don't like this. I'm not a fan of whatever that is going to do. Don't like that. Wish I had Counterspell this turn, but I don't. A land would be nice. That's really all I can think of. Of course, they have what they want. So a land would be nice for a different reason now. So I can actually play the game, hit it. Do I cast my commander? I think because it's specifically the situation that it is, maybe I just cast Thassa. I would prefer to go in this route because their turn probably doesn't involve anything that would gain life, and it's just playing this, and then I can do the thing with my commander next turn. And if I draw another land, I can, Oh, I shouldn't have shocked myself then, huh? Yeah, I should have thought about it more. Rip. That's what happens when you don't think about things more. I did hit the land, though. Oh hey, it's that thing. Just in time for me to do this to it. Yep. Almost got confused. I am actually getting confused. There's too many things going on. Okay. Copy that. Get 2 more. Okay, let's copy Restoration Angel, actually, because that's funny. Oh, we do it twice. Right. Okay, sure. Whiff. Alright. This flips 26 times. Beautiful. Okay, we did a bunch of random stuff, and there's still more stuff to happen. They found a way to gain life. Does this care about that? Not quite. Do I trade? No, I'll just take 4. What does this flip into? I'm curious. 4/4. Let's reset Avatar. Let's target that twice, actually. That's fine. Oh, we got Lamb. I know Skyclave is good, but I kind of want to play Lamb and have it do something. Also, I think this game is over yet. I think the game's over anyways. Oh, it literally just becomes self-aware. What was I about to get? Probably Roaming Throne here. Although Soul Herder might be a bit better. Yeah, we just get Soul Herder here. Although we have enough mana to actually do this twice. So maybe that. But no, I'm going to leave up Counterspell. So let's just get Soul Herder. Alright, well. Yep. It's like a fire. You just throw like coal on it and then it just explodes. I know that's not how fire works, but I think I'm gonna take out Lamb. I'm noticing a lot of what I'm doing doesn't necessarily involve Lamb showing up and then spells being cast, so I could play Rampant Growth instead in that spot. Or the Siphoner. Yeah, because it does both. Oh, wait. What is it called? I don't know what it's called. I thought I did. Cultivator. Alright, something's got to take us down. We need to lose. Something's got to make me lose. I haven't lost yet. I haven't lost yet. Come on. Alright. Another beatdown thing? This is the double strike one with the land that can be unblockable, which got us last time, I think. No, it's the other one. Alright. I could keep this because of Force Spike. That seems a bit reckless. I don't have a good counterspell here. This is blue-green land or green-white land? Green-white land. Yeah. Although I do have counterspell. Green-white, blue-white. Green-white, blue-white. Or blue-green, blue-white. I think I have enough of either. It probably doesn't matter. So let's get whatever the next draw tells us to get. Unless I was on the play, I can't remember. I can never remember. Okay, they got rid of Utopia Sprawl. Wow. Interesting. Is that ever worth it, I wonder? So blue-green or blue... Oh, no. It has to be at least green. Okay, well that just... I did a bunch of thinking for no reason. It has to be green. Could just leave up Counterspell and cast Flare. So they have to have a card here, otherwise getting rid of this makes no sense. Let's see what that card is. That is not a Rampant Growth. Cavernous Souls? It has to at this point. There's nothing else it could possibly do. I don't think. Let's put the tap land into play, and I'm going to hold on to the Charming Prince. Although if I do that, it means I'm not doing anything for a minute. That's fine. This is a human, right? Yeah. It doesn't help him this turn. Oh, I mean, it still could. It still could. I could have still left up a counterspell. Might have just been smart. But I didn't. They named a druid. That is not what this is. This is not a druid. That is not a druid. Okay. You got it. It's not a druid. This is not a druid either, so there has to be a druid idea here. I just don't know what that druid idea is. I imagine we find out this very turn what it is. Okay, that's odd. It's very strange. Kind of like what's going on over there, but I haven't fully understood it yet. This is stats. Actually, this is stats. Yeah, let's just do this. It's just more stats. Take action. Let me just respin, find another thing to do. Wait. Let's not get messed up. We copy this so we keep it. There we go. I made that mistake last time. I lost the card for no reason. Just keep it as a 3/4. Oh, we got Thawsong. Oh, for the end step. Beautiful. Oh boy, we're doing it. Oh no. Opponent, I'm sorry. Okay, it calmed down. It cooled off. It cooled off for a second there. Okay, it's still too much. I mean, come on, that's crazy. This is, what, turn 4? Turn 4? Would have been, let's say, turn 5, just, well, it would effectively have done very little if it was just turn 5, but yeah, that's just nuts, man. Look at that. I don't even, what is the creature count of this? What is going on here? I feel like this is too consistent. I didn't build the deck with this outcome consistently happening. It's not what I put it together for. What's the creature count? Is it just like that high? Is it 33? 1 out of 3 cards? Wow. Alright, alright. Huh. Well, don't fix what isn't broken, but does anything need to be changed? Mana Tithe, Force Spike haven't done anything. Although I think there's been plenty of games where if I did have them, they would have done something. I have not cast Get Lost yet. I haven't really casted any removal spells other than Skyclave Apparition. Maybe they could be ramp spells? Or Get Lost could be Rampant Growth? We do have a lot of 4s. Yeah, we could probably go for a slightly more... Settle the Wilds should be rampant growth, actually. That was a game my opponent had Cavern of Souls, by the way. Although, to be fair, if they cast their commander, it wasn't really doing anything anyways. Not that I could tell. Okay. Yeah, settle on 3s. It's just not worth the card it finds. I'd rather always just have a 2-mana ramp spell in that spot. Creatures that get lands? Oh, come on, game. Well, that's awful. There's 3 bad hands. I probably, you know what? I should have went to 5, actually. Should have went to 5. Blue-green? No. Green-white? Land? A little too late for that. Well, not too late, but it's not what I need. I think I get the blue-white on my turn. Yeah, why do we want a bunch of fetch land creatures? Oh, this is really lame. I think I have to just pass. Oh, that's super lame. Yeah, I just have to pass. Let's be real, I just have to pass. Smothering Tithe? I'm gonna go ahead and not play with that in mind. Also, I have to cast my cards. Let's get blue-white. No. Yeah, yes. Another land is now not necessary. Let's see if they respect Wash Away. Nope. Or potentially nope. Who knows? If my opponent has Wash Away, congratulations. Oh wait, it doesn't work because I have this. So human. Alright, not the best hit. Not the best hit. Oof. It can be good later, but it's not like the hit of our dreams. Draw. Do I pay 2? Pay 2, 1, 2, 3. No, you can have your stuff. Let's cast. Let's go to combat first. Swing there. This is a human, so it doesn't... They can't counter it. Oh, hey. We just wiped out their commander. Alright, well, that was massive. That was huge there. And Ephemerate will probably close it out. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to wait till my turn, so I have more mana to play around a counter spell. I can pay 2 now. That thing... This is not a human, so they can deal with it. But then the Ephemerate blowout probably just deals the final blow. Oh, they put it on top! They put it on top! That's funny. That's great, alright. So we Ephemerate Skyclave Apparition, It actually really doesn't matter what I ephemerate. Yeah, I was about to say it doesn't actually matter. Ephemerate that, kitten that, or kitten that, ephemerate that. It doesn't matter. All right, yeah, they looks like they got stonewalled by the cavern. This is the first time cavern has actually done something for me in a little while, surprisingly. No, I didn't necessarily need it though. I didn't need it, but it was nice. Pock would have been okay, I guess, too, if I didn't mill it, I suppose, but yeah, my counterspell versus the Farseek was a good idea, I think. On that turn, it stopped their turn 4 play, which was not their commander, it was actually Manatithe. And they either respected Wash Away or felt like Manatithe was something to put in play before they cast their commander, which I kind of agree with, so. Cool. Love to see it. I've had some pretty unfortunate hands with this deck so far. Kind of sad. This is okay. It does really want another green source though. Let's see if we get there. Oh, whoops. Jet Freedom Fighter. Okay. I found another green source. So that's pretty cool. Land? Probably not keeping that. Wouldn't say it's awful though. A land is fine. If I don't draw one, it's also kind of fine. Sort of. I'm going to cast this. We're going to get a white. I could have just cast the... or warped this instead, maybe. I could just do that later. Not sure if I'm... Alright, I'm just gonna do this. What do you got? Apparently nothing, okay. I will swing. I think. You know what? I'm not gonna swing. Most of our games don't even... Combat damage is irrelevant. I'm not worried about it. I have a wash away here, if they decide to cast their commander for some reason. Cathar's Crusade is very, very scary. Very, very scary. We have 2 after this. Can I just keep chilling? I'm actually gonna just chill, and I'm gonna do this instead. We're just gonna chill. I can't exile that, so... Do I leave up my counterspell? Yeah, I think it's slightly better than casting Elvish Mystic, so... Alright, now we cast it. Oof, whiff. Honestly, I'm pretty overdue for a whiff here. I'm going to leave up Wash Away instead of going for this. Would I even stop a board wipe? I don't think so. Nope, I would not stop that. It actually just gives me another Aang trigger, so... Oh hey, Solitude. Just in time for the thing my opponent has in play. Yep, let's send it. Okay. I don't know if this is a winning line game plan for the opponent's deck. Let's play some cards that might do something. This is like red-white board wipes. I mean, it does stop me from playing the game. That's fine. I don't think I care about Selfless Spirit. I do kind of care about that, though. I don't like that. But Selfless Spirit is fine. So I can recast my commander. We can just sort of wait and chill for a bit here. If I did this, yeah, we'll just cast it. It's fine. If they sweep again, I really am not entirely convinced that I'm in a losing position. So they also have to have another sweeper. It's weird to have a bunch of board wipes in a Cathartic Crusade deck, but I suppose anything's possible. They'd also have to just kill their own creature that they cast. So I don't know. Go for it. They looked at this, so probably farewell? No, no farewell. Birds. Alright, well. This is likely an explosive turn here. Oh, did I miss lethal? No, I didn't. Okay. Everything's fine. So this targets that. Wait. Resolve, resolve. Okay. Let's make sure you do this in the right order. I do not... Oh, I do. I do have a protection against this board wipe here. I do. Let's actually target Cathar's Crusade. I'm going to do that. That way I only have to kind of go tall. And I don't have to... I don't need more creatures in play. There's no reason to go more wide. Just give myself a bunch of stats instead. Yeah, just the stats are fine. Because now everything's a threat. I don't need more creatures. Which doesn't do anything. Okay, their creatures are indestructible. Yep. Sunfall, I win. Unless they have split up? No, that doesn't do it. Okay. I really don't know what's going on. Opponent's deck was, a bunch of sweepers with things that attacks. Creature can't cast spells and abilities. So this one kind of makes sense with board wipes. This one's weird with board wipes. It's actually extremely strange with board wipes. It's just odd. This is weird with board wipes. The commander itself is kind of cool because it can like act as a removal spell, and that seemed to be what was going on here. And then you like sack the Selfless Spirit to keep this alive and put the counters from this on it. The ability here doesn't do too much when you're sweeping the board over and over anyways, but you kind of need to do a little bit more than cast a board wipe. I mean, look at my board, right? And if they did cast another sweeper, though, they're at 6 at this point. I have more creatures, and they all grow out of control with a stolen Cathar's Crusade. Yeah, it's just weird to have all of these in the same deck, in my opinion. But alright. I don't really know what's going on over there. It's like playing a bunch of Wraths in Heir Apparent. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, the go wide sweeper strategy. It's tried and true. For we have never seen anything like it. Alright, I've seen so many commanders that I have not played against, which I really... That's the cool thing about midweek events. You get to play against cool things that you'll never see ever again. Oof. Alright, well, let's get rid of Ascension. Yeah, let's get rid of Ascension. I could probably get rid of Exploration here as well, honestly. I probably could have gotten rid of it. Yeah, maybe that was right. Although I did draw a Cultivator, so if I draw a land, it would have been nice too. Alright, I didn't. Oh, I didn't even mentally register they could have had a counter spell. It probably isn't changing anything I'm doing on my own turn. When it becomes tap, draw. When it's untap, put a counter. Alright. Beginning of your end step, untap. Alright, I like my opponent's deck so far. This is about the same, except it costs more mana, so let's do that. Oh, I should have swung first. My damage. My damage. Literally throwing. Did they just full retail this? Tap out, just say, what do you got? Is that what happens here? Okay, apparently not. What does that do? Draw 2, then discard 1. Spells are cheaper. Ooh. Cool. I like it. Okay, I didn't draw a land. Awesome. That means I get to do other things instead of cast this. Which I want to do. Aha! Take your medicine, opponent. You should have taken 2 more damage, so maybe it does matter this game. I kinda doubt it, but still. Alright, full retail commander now? Protection spell? Nope. Ristic study. Don't care about that. At all. And let's cast... Wait, do I care about it? Hold on, let's slow down here. Let's swing. What if I just didn't care about it? What if we just didn't care? What? Wait, no, opponent. No. Oh. Gotta wait till the Ristic trigger ends. Alright. Should have waited. Doesn't really matter. Still should have waited. Second spell you cast is cheaper. What? What? They gave me mana? What? Okay, let's not play into Wash Away? What if I just... What if I just got rid of this? And then swung? Okay. Very interesting, I guess. Mm-hmm. Ristic Study? Please, please, please name Ristic Study. Alright, they copy the aura. What? You can't really put it on anything. Okay. Not sure I would have put it there, but... It doesn't really matter where you put it, I guess. Yeah, and maybe it just doesn't matter. Okay, so... Swing. Let's... save our... Angel, to which then we'll save something else. Double that. Alright. Full retail this, tap. We're playing around Ristic Study pretty well, but that's, in this format, fairly easy to do. And I will flicker the thing and give them a token. They get the token on their end step. Oh wait, hold on. That's not what happened. I'm alright, they played Gilded Lotus, which does untap with this thing. So they have a lot of mana to play with. But without me going for my commander, this, you know, goofy 5/5 or 5-drop, I can just play this cheaper tempo game and counter spells. Eventually things are going to start slipping through. And without Rhystic Study taxing the mana in any significant sense, it's just going to be hard. What did I exile with the Skyclave? Why did they not get a 3/3 token? Ah, they didn't get a 3/3 token because they frogified it. That's right. It doesn't have any abilities. It was busy doing honest work, so it wasn't giving them a token. Ripskis. Ripskis. I have not seen anyone cast honest work before, so I'm not sure if I like this one. The mana is, like, basically the same as, this is almost the same as Path of Exile, so I just wouldn't play Path to Exile. So, that probably does mean they have the other ones, they just don't do much. And in Flicker decks, it's obviously not at its best. Alright. And yeah, they're just dead on board. Very wide range of opponents today. Very, very wide range. You don't like the Judy art? I don't know what you're talking about. On the clone thing? I mean, I would prefer it not be that. I'd rather have a magic art on my magic card. We have gotten a very disproportionate amount of hands that do not involve Minidorks. Get rid of Thassa? I think I'm actually just going to be greedy and get rid of Tail's End here. I could have gotten rid of Elvish Mystic because I don't have a green source, but I didn't do that. Alright, well that makes me feel better about my situation, kind of. Okay, well, they're on the play and I'm already way, way behind here. Way behind. Of course, I draw another mana dork with no green source. I think I'm just gonna wait, hold on. Airbend one creature or spell. What does that do? Alright, so they airbend something, and I suppose that something shall be Llanowar Elves. Nope. Let's cast nothing. You can airbend. They didn't even airbend. Tragic. They didn't even do it. So let's cast... You just continuously cast things until they cast their commander. Alright, this is now airbent. I guess, right? Yeah. I can simply recast it. Do you have a counterspell or something? No. Okay. Still losing rather tremendously in my opinion, but... I don't know, maybe something will come of it. I am just losing quite significantly here. Alright, what does that flip into? It flips into something I can block. So I should block it? Oh, never mind, it has trample. I don't have to read. I don't know how to read, actually. To be completely honest with you. I don't know how to read. Alright, Aang, time to do... Come on. Alright, take two. Oh, they have the Judge's Familiar. Of course they have the Judge's Familiar. And of course I blocked with my token. Yeah, of course. Blocked with my elf. none of these do anything, so I think I'm dead. I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Alright, you got it. Yep. I should have, not blocked. If I didn't block, I got another shot at Aang, and honestly, could have stabilized. Just didn't give myself the option. Because why would I? I am me, after all. Shouldn't have blocked. That was very stupid. Very stupid of me. Could have thrown. That could be a throw. Oh, we finally lost. It took 2 hours. It took 2 hours for me to lose. But it finally happened. Which means I've gone like 10-1 or something. Sure. This is a turn 1 burgeoning for once. Especially with, yeah, this is turn 1 burgeoning. Let's get green, white. Yeah. That is a command tower. We're gonna stifle this? Opponent, that is probably the worst solution to burgeoning in the history of solutions to burgeoning. Not gonna lie to you. So I think it's better to double cast these than it is to cast the airbending card. Maybe I should have cracked one of these first. Well, rip. Splash Portal. Why not? Why not? It's a funny card. It does something at some point in this game. Eventually. Phyrexian Metamorph. Kinda don't want that. Let's just Windmill Slam Mythweaver Pock. I'm playing around, I guess, Wash Away this way as well. Which they still have access to. Alright. They tap themselves off of access to it. Of course. Mana Tithe I lose? I don't think there's Mana Tithe. So. Alright, not ideal at all. It's actually quite really bad. Wow. The fact that Pac got Chain Lightninged here is just actually embarrassing. So, swing, swing. Thassa? No, I should do this. I can't leave up. No, I just want more blockers. come on. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. That's so gross. Oh, it's just so gross. Come on, man. Aang did just basically nothing this game. And they have, like, the literal best possible ally to go with their commander. Because why not, right? So block that, and take deadness. It's just so ridiculous. Can I crack the fetch land? I mean, technically. I don't really know what that would do. Might as well. Do I do it now? No, I don't think so. Come on, come on! Well, I guess it's a card. I can probably... I think I genuinely have to do this, so I'm gonna do this. Alright. By the skin of our teeth. Oh my goodness, I get to wipe out the 2 cards. Soul Herder? It's already the end step. So Roaming Throne, because it's a ward blocker. Could be hard to interact with. This doesn't flip, it's a different Aang that's looking at its flip. Yep. Oh, my opponent just has Jeskai Charm in their hand. Alright, cool. Well, I almost stabilized. I actually almost somehow stabilized. If they didn't have reach damage, we were fine. If there was no reach damage. Or if I left up Wash Away, which is possible if I didn't cast this thing, but I don't know if that's ever right. I'd rather just play into a blocker. And I'm leaving up Wash Away for their commander anyways, which costs 1. So, yeah. It's hard to ever play around something like this. But let's be real. If I did actually not play, I would have won. I would have won if I played the Wash Away instead. Would have won. Which is kind of crazy. It's honestly a bit nuts that I, at the very end there, still had a win. Surviving that long with Aang missing is kind of nuts. So there's like 3 or 4 allies that are really good, and the rest kind of suck. But we shall see what happens. Looks like there's a Mox Amber, Solitude, Subtlety. I don't know. Opponent struggling. It could be whatever that other... Once Upon a Time, technically. Opponent's still struggling. Ugh, please. Looks like it's only castable on their turn, so it's probably Mox, but they didn't cast it, so... I feel like a player like this probably would cast it. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't matter. I just have been damned to a life of suffering because my opponent can't play Magic. Mutavault. Very uncommon. It was Mox, alright. But now, because that's out of the hand, Mutavault holds priority for 600 years instead. Left one thing onto the other. I'm not going to cast my commander into that breeding pool. I don't think I am, at least. Yeah, probably not. Just cast Displacer Kitten. I guess I could swing and see if they block. They might block. They also might just not know how to play Magic, I guess. Play, swing, still leave up Force Spike. Blue one. Alright. I'm going to swing with the 1-3. There's no reason not to swing with the 1-3. Oh wait, now it doesn't matter. Now it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, there's no reason to concern myself with swinging or not. I'm not baiting out a block into Aang. Actually, I was never doing that. Yeah, never mind. This can't discount your commander. I thought I could swing 4 mana, cast this, like try to get them to block. Doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. They also don't have 3 colors for their commander. This is colorless. It is an ally. At least this or one other creature attacks. Alright, let's just Force Spike when we can. Because this will be turned on and Force Spike gets a lot worse. So let's lead up with this. They're both kind of the same, so I'll just take this one. They're both kind of the same. More or less. Alright, so they can do whatever they want this turn. I don't have any shenanigans. That is an ally, yep. Allies are now discounted. Huge. Huge. Most allies don't cost that much mana anyways. So it's kind of funny. That is kind of funny. Okay, let's do this. I suppose shocking myself does nothing. There's no reason to. They didn't block. They could have blocked and scryed too. Maybe that was a potential idea there. But with Displacer Kitten turning these counterspells into cloud shifts, we're sitting real pretty here. I like these lands. Alright, I'm gonna try to make a move here. These are interesting. Let's take the doll maker and doll make the angel. And then angel the doll maker. The reason I'm doing this is because the second counterspell might want to keep Aang in play still. For the turn cycle. Otherwise it does look a bit funny. But we still have these three. Did they play a land this turn? I don't know. You know what? I'm not even going to counter that. You can have that thing. Gain 5 or more life. They have not done anywhere near that. They haven't gained a single life, actually. The only thing they're holding up now is this, which is colorless. Therefore, we suffer. Opponent's almost just straight up dead. Are they dead? No, it's 3 off. This is 7? Why does it still say 5? That doesn't make sense. Why does it still cost 5? Does anyone know why this costs 5? Why does that cost 5? I cast it for real, so why is it 5? I don't know. Urz's incubator is symmetrical? What? I never knew that. I always name like Eldrazi with it, and nobody casts Eldrazi into it. I never knew that. Wow. Oh, we whiffed again. Goodness. Oh, I never knew that. Alright. That's very funny. It doesn't really matter. It does leave up my counterspell, I guess, to be fair. Wait. Does it? Yes. Yeah. So I leave up counterspell where I otherwise would not have left up counterspell. I could have potentially missed lethal if I cast the counterspell on that case that they played, but... Oh, okay, they can also just not block. Okay, they just chose not to block and died. Alright, that was 5 games worth of roping in one game. That was pretty miserable. Urza's, I did not know that. Wow. It took me this long to realize it was symmetrical. Was this here the whole time? It must have been. Always buy a discounted pack. We're 13-1? Are we 13-1 or are we 13-2? I can only remember one loss. I can't remember the other one. I've seen this person before. Definitely not in the midweek thing, though. Round the play with this thing. Alright. I wouldn't be surprised that someone I recognize is playing something a bit more established. His hand asks questions that I may or may not have the answer to. Blue-green, blue-white. Nope, can't do this. Green. Blue-green. Yeah, I've seen this person a few times. Not in the midweek thing, but... Winter Moon. Okay, sure. Let's play... this... and swing? Yep. Just this kind of deck. Whoop-de-doo. Well, I think I am going to sorcery speed this, because Baral is dumb and I don't want to play against it. So, yeah, I'm going to sorcery speed it. Yeah, we'll surveil before combat. Soul Herder. Well, it is good, but currently, no. I have to somehow get it in play. Okay, let's remove that from existence. Okay, that shuts down all of it, yep. Well, to a degree. Let's play Solitude? Get rid of Airbender's Ascension at this point. They stifle the counter, so get wrecked. Oh, stop having things. Come on. Stop having things. Okay, good. Good grief. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, well. That's a... that's a lot of gas. Alright, you have another one. Good grief. Oh my goodness. Okay, they don't. Jeez. Alright, get wrecked. I guess. Stifle Tailset. Alright. Alright. Malcolm. Sorcery Speed Malcolm. Very interesting. Into Thunder whatever, yep. Man, look at all these rares. Look at all these rares. Oh, maybe not Witness Protection. Have I actually turned this around? You know what? No, screw you. You get nothing. You don't get a land off the top. You don't get to see that card. Let's get that untapped. Let's swing with Felia only. And then just the blowout commence. Oh, yes! Get wrecked. Oh, yes. That's nuts, man. I wonder if they were aware of the Felia Well, they had to. No, maybe not. Maybe not because like they cast both of these, knowing that there's a third attempt. But it's just so crazy that they had all those answers to Solitude there. That's just nuts. I mean, yeah, we beat the sweatiest thing so far. Look at that. With Winter Moon, that actually did something. There's a lot of times Winter Moon does not actually do anything. Wow. Sweet. Get Schmied. That was a pretty good game, too. From both sides. Okay, this is the thing I don't know at all by name. 4-mana 3/3. Enters or attacks, sacks something, counters on it. When it leaves, put the counters on something else. Alright. It's a burgeoning game. Turn... Yeah, we're gonna just leave the forest. Alright, opponent, good luck to you. I have burgeoning. I might get a Surveil land, blue-white Surveil. Yeah, let's get blue-white Surveil. I play the Thriving. Land? I'm not gonna keep that. Oh man, if I could... Ugh. Tragic. I might actually blink the bird in the face of doom here. Purple Pentapus? God. What? Okay. Oh, never... I don't know why that's so funny to me. Alright, let's cast... I think I'm gonna... You know what? I don't know, I'm just all tizzied up. I'm gonna cast, This is such a stupid... Oh, I'm losing my mind. Alright, I'm gonna cast this. Let's get an island, I think. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna not station, because there's no reason to. Yeah, we got Pentapust. No, we saw the mirror match. I did see the mirror match. I saw it once. Epic Downfall. Alright. My opponent is all in on Avatar cards, by the way. Not the lands, though. Slight misplay. You can swing for 2. I'm not blocking the Pentapus. Alright, this now? I'm just gonna take my sweet time. Attack with the bird? Are there other colors of this? It is specifically delineated as purple, so. Okay. Sure. The stats are flowing. Send it. Let's actually copy my opponent's commander, because that seems kind of funny. We also get 2 triggers off of it. We start eating things. Let's eat, yeah, let's eat another avatar. Why not? Let's get another avatar. Let's get more. Oh hey, even more. Let's eat that. Do it again. Oh, I could do 2 things, right? Eat that. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh boy. I'm not even going to target my opponent's commander. I'm not going to target it. Uh-oh. Everyone stay calm. I don't even know what action it is. I'm just saying yes. Are we free? We're free. We did it. Oh no, the Soul Herder. This one? Oh no, this too. This one? Oh, the Flicker Wisps! Alright, no, I said I was done. I clearly lied. I'm just actually lying. Literally throwing. Where was this, like, before? I've literally looped my deck. I don't even think there's any more creatures in it. Well, I can't say this has ever happened. Oh, okay, they're done. It's just... it's no... Alright, well, I've never had that exact thing happen, but I'm pretty sure I looped my entire deck there, and I wasn't done. I could have gone more here with the... I also didn't do super efficient looping. There were 2 or 3 clicks that got fizzled because I overlapped them. But, I mean, unless my opponent has a sweeper, this game is 100% over. But, yeah, that was a little nuts, huh? Okay. Well, that just happened. Yeah, it wasn't even done. There was still more. I was just clicking things at random at that point, honestly. Alright, is that 15 wins? I think it was. Yep, it was. Alright. Well, I'm done. That's a pretty thematic game to end it on as well, I think. Okay. I commend my opponent for watching that whole thing go down there. Well, yeah, I was kind of thinking they had a sweeper, but their commander really does not want to play a sweeper. It wants a creature and then commander to eat it, and then another creature for the counters to move. So all of that doesn't want any sweeper in it, but we've seen crazier things. But I guess they didn't have it. Alright, so my estimation of this was a bit off. I thought it was kind of just like not super exciting. But it is close enough to Garuda that, like, I just went 15-1 in the midweek thing. 15-1 or 15-2. I can only remember 1 loss, but that doesn't sound right. So it might have been 15-2. Either way, I blasted through 15 wins extremely fast. This deck, once it casts Aang, has a at least 60% chance to go a little crazy. There's definitely a fail rate, same as Garuda, and I don't like commanders with that kind of fail rate, success rate sort of collected company balancing act. So how many creatures do you run so that it's mathematically ideal to play the commander in the first place? Garuda at this point has shown itself to be pretty solid at... Actually, let me read Garuda real quick. Some commander that can let me see this stupid thing because it's blue and black. Yeah, it doesn't target... I mean, you can mill your opponent that way, right? It has the ability to deck your opponent out. You can steal something from your opponent's graveyard if you fizzle or they have something better than whatever you're going to do. This is really all in on specifically making clones of this 3/3. You can fizzle out. I guess every time I did flip it, the Earthbending was on a fetch land, so it gives you the mana back, right? You crack the fetch land and you keep the fetch land to do it again. So that actually is ramping. And I didn't think of that at all. Didn't think of that. Didn't consider it. That is pretty significant. Other than that, though, it is just a 3/3, right? If you have a critical mass of 3/3s, that will get there. If you have like 5 of them, that's just a 2-turn clock. It's not like they're going to spot removal you back down to square one. They have to basically cast a sweeper. The amount of... You probably could, now that I've seen a lot of it doing the thing, you probably could play more clones that don't necessarily stick around. They just clone it to get another trigger, right? You don't like the top 5, but one of them is Glasspool Mimic. You just Mimic, and then suddenly... If you have one of the legendary removal ones, so you can have multiples at the same time, you start cloning that one, then your clones are even better, because now they stick around forever. So there's like an upside sometimes. So I really think more clones is fine. Garuda doesn't really struggle with only having exactly one Garuda and still doing the thing it wants to do, whereas this would kind of want to have a ton of 3/3s in play. The value side of it that are not 3/3s is also just great. Putting any of these 4-drops in play that are not more Aangs is fine. Restoration Angel and whatnot. Oh, you can also copy Restoration Angel, Flicker Wisp, Guardian, really any other card that's similar to those that just bounces your commander, and that gets around the legendary rule where your Mimic enters as a 3/4 flyer, which is actually just better than a 3/3 flyer, so you just get like a better static creature, and you keep it, and you still get to roll because you get to target Aang and just go that way instead. So that is pretty neat. Yeah, it's a snowball commander. It snowballs a little bit more consistently than I thought it was going to. I thought I was going to cast it and maybe get 1 or 2 things every game, get some decent value like Collected Company, and that's kind of where my headspace was when I put the deck together. So it's kind of nuts that not only is it able to do that, it's also able to just explode and go crazy, and you lose track of what's happening. You start clicking at random. So it can just randomly explode, right? It's like a nuclear. It's like Chernobyl, right? No, that is a bad example. It's like a nuclear power plant where it has the ability to be extremely volatile. Without your control or consent, it will just explode, and sometimes your control rods are bouncing up and down in the deck, and sometimes all of them bounce up at the same time and they explode. All right, Chernobyl actually is exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's a good example. So it's explosive. It's very explosive. It's a bit soft to a board wipe, I suppose. It can kind of recover. It does cost 5 though. The exact value creatures were a bit lackluster, kind of. Like Mythweaver Pock is a good card, but there are probably better options at 4 mana. I really feel like that is the case after having played with the deck. Oddly enough, same with Displacer Kitten. While this is good when you have spells, most of your spells already flicker, and those ones don't really work. Like if you cloud shift your commander, you just didn't use Displacer Kitten when it was in play, so it didn't do anything. It works with counter spells. It turns your counters into flickers. It demands that you have something to actually flicker, and there's no really like a combo in this deck. This is sometimes worse than Clone, so I don't know if I liked Displacer Kitten that much. Soul Herder it doesn't need a spell. This doesn't need a spell, so those ones feel fine. They get hit off of Aang itself. I don't know. I think there was actually 1 or 2 games I actually did activate this, but it is definitely very slow. But hey, you know, if your opponent's not interacting with you and you're just doing this over and over, then you know you're just gonna win eventually. Mentor's the same. There's another frog, or even maybe 2 from Bloomburrow that do something similar to this, which is kind of what we're interested in doing. Right? It's the same as this card. It gets hit off of your commander because it costs 4. I like this card. It doesn't need a land like Pock does to do the thing, and then it has more on it. It does simply more than create a land. It's a 4/4 flying vigilance. It makes rampant growths over and over that you can use in combat or crack for more mana. If Aang ever gives you mana, then it did effectively like pay for its own commander tax, and there's just a lot of these. It's kind of funny, 4 and 5 mana commanders that just pay for their own commander tax sometimes. This one doesn't consistently do it because it's just all over the place. But when it does, if it dies, you could just cast it again, right? You got Birds of Paradise and it died. All right, do it again next turn. Play land. It's pretty reliable in that regard. You have access to green, so there's always that. I was not playing a Boreal Grazer or Kami. Those are ETBs, so it is on theme. You can technically flicker them, turn your Ephemerate into some kind of land from hand growth spiral exploration with Kami and Grazer. You can sack them to Flare of Cultivation, which I ended up taking out because I found myself not sacking anything to Flare of Cultivation. But yeah, it's actually kind of impressive that I was a bit low on the green ramp ignores you side of things. It's hard to say that this would get any worse the more you add of that thing. So yeah, I like this commander a lot. I think it's really solid. I'm surprised I don't see it more. Maybe it's the same thing that goes through my head where I look at it and all I see is a weird collected company I'm not impressed with, or something that's just not Garuda, where you could just play Garuda instead. But it is doing its own thing. The cards that you do play have text outside of simply trying to clone your 3/3. You can clone your opponent's cards, right? You can flicker other things that are very annoying to deal with, like Skyclave Apparition. Your opponent doesn't like to play against that, especially 4 copies of it. You can clone or flicker it. So there's other stuff going on in here. The Bant Flicker thing is just a solid strategy. Especially if your opponent doesn't interact too much, you're just going to explode value, just like Yurion would, right? If you're familiar with any Yurion list, at least Yurion as a commander, then you just see what it does when you just let him bounce things over and over. The value is just through the roof. Yurion can do more than just creatures, but creatures are enough. You could even have... Actually, you know what I could have done? I forgot it existed. Could have maybe just played this? Oh, no, it's a cast trigger. It's a cast trigger. Never mind, I don't like that as much. What about World Weave? Is that a cast trigger? I can type, I promise. It is a cast trigger. Oof, yeah. ETBs are a bit more what we're trying to look into. So Guardian Project is a thing? Yeah, so Guardian Project could have been nice. Drawing a card each time you do anything. But when you're drawing a ton of cards, you could just play something else instead of card draw spam, because your commander is just going to draw a ton of cards sometimes and also play those cards for free. So I don't know if I want to have the loop going or go crazy and have 5 triggers, draw 5 cards. Like you don't really... This itself could have just been a ramp spell, a counter spell, a removal spell, or something that, you know, protection spell, flicker. Like it itself could be a game plan card instead of resources, because basically everything in the deck is already resources. But yeah, I didn't end up changing too much from where it started. So just the starting initial idea, at least where my idea was with the collected company value train, was just really solid. So I can only imagine if I played even more to fine tune it further, where it could go. But yeah, really impressed with this. Didn't think I would be. Did not think I would be. Every time I played against it, it sort of just didn't do anything. So I don't know. Maybe that's just the fail rate of it. But yeah, can recommend if you want to just win 15 games really fast, at least in the midweek thing. I guess I could recommend this, but to be honest, I could probably recommend any of the other ones. Like the Shrine Commander in this midweek thing is probably really solid. I don't think I even... No, we saw it once or twice, actually. Yeah, I think we did. And we just vomited so many... Yeah, we vomited so many Aangs that it didn't matter how many shrines they had. We just won. But yep, really, really nice commander. So let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.